football's back, and the Vikings won 24-16 against the San Francisco 49ers. A battle of the two highly paid quarterbacks, and Kirk Cousins prevailed over Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, amazing. So let's get into what happened in this game. I mean, it was an amazing game. It was closer than it should have been, but a win is a win for the Vikings. So let's get into it with Kirk Cousins. 20 of 36, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, I think he was a little bit under pressure with the offensive line, which didn't look so good, horrendous. Whenever we wanted to run especially when we wanted to run the ball out to end the game, offensive line failed miserably. So we need to work on that. But Kirk Cousins did very good, especially with that touchdown to Stephon Diggs. He has a very good connection with Diggs, and then I think I like Diggs better than Thielen. Even though Thielen did have more yards, I feel like Kirk Cousins has a better connection with Diggs. So that was that. Rushing, Latavius Murray, 11 yards, 42 yards. He sort of, toward the end of the game when Dalvin Cook was running into walls, Latavius Murray took over and, did do better toward the end. So that's good by him. Dalvin Cook, 16 attempts for 40 yards. He definitely looked good at toward the start of the game, and he did have that fumble, which did hurt us, but I would say overall he did good, and he caught for 6 catches for 55 yards. So definitely very good in the passing game. A lot of those were quick passes because of the offensive line, the horrendous offensive line. You need to get it off quick, so just, chuck it to Dalvin Cook. So that was that. Anything else I really need to mention? I mean, Kirk Cousins, 4 rushes for 26 yards, did that have that dangerous run where he leaned in with, his head. It could definitely got injured, but he was just trying to get the first down just to close out the game, but that did not happen. Other receiving, we know Adam Thielen with the 6 catches, 102 yards, and Diggs with 3 catches, 43 yards, and a touchdown. And then Kyle Rudolph, even though he didn't get too much involved in this game, he did have the 1 touchdown for 11 yards. And yep, sorry. Daniel Carlson, I really wanted to see this. I want to see how good he would do. He nailed his only field goal of the day, which was 48 yards. And I think, he is looking pretty good. I want to see how he does outdoors, especially next week against those Green Bay Packers. Okay, good. Just save my anger for, next week. Just in case Vikings lose to the Packers. Daniel Carlson, 3 of 3 on extra points. And then the interceptions. I think it was Hughes with the pick 6. Definitely a great draft pick by us, and he'll definitely do great this season. Then I think the next one was by Rhodes. That was just bad by Jimmy Garoppolo. Threw it, I think, a little, behind. And then, just to seal the game at the end, Harrison Smith. Sacks, Everson Griffin with a half sack, even though, I think it really should have been a full sack. Harrison Smith had a sack. Danielle Hunter had a sack. And that was it. I think Marquise Goodwin got injured during this game. So, that wasn't, I mean, for the 49ers wasn't good, but, those things happen. And then their offensive line had a lot of offensive line injuries during that game. So that, I guess helped us sack Jimmy Garoppolo. He was only 15 of 33, 261 yards, a touchdown, and 3 interceptions. And just getting him under pressure, making him, throw in some uncomfortable situations. He did, however, get that one touchdown in a very uncomfortable situation. It looked like he was just, going to throw it away, but then Pettis, yeah, Pettis got the touchdown, just extending and getting it. One other point I want to make in the game is that we had a sack in the game, and it was by, was it, I think, Danielle Hunter or Linval Joseph. We sacked Jimmy Garoppolo, and then we got the call about putting the weight on the quarterback. And I'm like, ugh. The Aaron Rodgers rule. I like to call it the Aaron Rodgers rule. That, I don't like. I don't like the rule. I mean, we clearly got the sack. I mean, and it was a good play. It's just, sadness to not credit defenses. So yeah, but 24-16 is, it's still a good win. And just to go through the scoring summary quick. First quarter, Daniel Carlson with the 48-yard field goal. Second quarter, Stephon Diggs got the 22-yard touchdown from Kirk Cousins. And then Robbie Gould got a field goal to make it 10-3. Going into halftime, third quarter, touchdown with the interception return by Hughes. Then Gould with the field goal to make it 17-6. Rudolph with touchdown 24-6. And then, things got a little bit crazy with the because we should have locked it up right away, but then Pettis got the touchdown 24, I want to say 24-13, and then 24-16 by goal gets the field goal to make it a one possession game, but then we lock it down, of course, with the Harrison Smith pick. So this has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28. You will hear me this week on, I think it's coming out on Thursday. Me and Tom Grassi are going to be talking about Week 2, Vikings and Packers. It should be interesting. Most likely both of our teams will be 1-0, so we'll have a good talk about that. So let me just say it again. This has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28, and as always, Skol.